What's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing tonight? And I'm gonna bring up that crazy guy from next door, what I call Louisiana. We got Cajun. What's up, Cajun?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Yep. Hey, Jungle Bob. How you doing tonight?
Uh,
So, Cajun, I know you didn't come up on panel and everything Monday. So, what'd you think about that?
that was interesting. Uh, I learned a few things.
See, that's the one thing about with the channel. It's like, yeah, we can learn, about different things. And someone mentioned, about James, was it Condon? The guy that does all the generator fix videos.
Yeah,
I sent him an email today.
but you see, they had the word generators. Hold on, popping out my chat here.
Thank you, Bob.
Generators kept popping up in the conversation because that's that's one of those parts
Right. That's on the stove and the lantern.
on the stoves and yeah, and the lamps. So somebody said, "Well, James Connon is awesome on generators. They got that generators mixed up with the other
Right.
generator."
Yeah. What's up, cool gamer? Uh, well, like, hey, that was a good idea. I like that. Um, so, like I said, I did send him an email, and I don't know how long before he'll get it and everything. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Um, and see if he's interested. Crystal and I, we were talking about it, and maybe, hey, you guys will give me some input. Give me some input on it, and I don't mind bringing someone special up. Say once a month, like that. I can reach out to all these different people
Yeah,
and see if I
I
can
know
get some
James.
input.
I've been in panel with him with Ken Small Engines before.
All right, that'll work. And like I said, if he's willing to, hey, I'll bring him up. I'll do it like either like once a month or we can do it twice a month.
I tell you another good one to have on panel with James is Radio Mike.
Okay, now who is he?
He wrote a book on Army generators, military generators, and
Okay,
how to fix them. And I have the book in my downloads.
okay,
You know, Mike Chesina.
okay.
You've seen him in my live streams already,
Oh
Mike
yeah,
Chesina. Yeah, we talk electronics a lot.
okay.
That's him.
Well, have you got his email?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Send that to me, and I'll reach out to him and see if we can
Well,
get him.
he might be here tonight.
Hey, Rail,
I'll
how
send him
you
a
doing?
link. I'll send him a link to come in if you don't, if you want me to send him a link.
Yeah, if you want to send him a link, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Hey, Rail, Jungle Bob, Tommy, Cool Gamer, how y'all doing?
Let's see. I don't know if I sent him one or not. I'm going to do it right now since he's already in chat and everything. I'm sending one off to Jungle Bob. See how his internet is tonight. I've sent off quite a few different uh, links and everything out to different people. Talladega Super Speedway. But yeah, like I said, that was something that Crystal and I we talked about. It's like now here's my question: if I could do it and everything, would everybody in chat would they like to see it like once a month or say twice a month? As far as bringing someone special and everything up on panel for talk about different topics. That's something maybe I should put on a community tab. Matter of fact, I'll do that right after the stream tonight. Put that uh, survey up. That way we can do Family Feud survey says and go from there. And put out there as far as you know who you'd like to send me some uh, people, topic, and everything. See about bringing them in. Yep, that's the thing, Jungle Bob. Yeah, have a good topic. I mean, like I said, Monday was talking about Coleman stoves and lanterns and everything about them. And like I said, the weird thing about it, right? Okay, we can do once a month, but it's the fact is that, like I said, it's kind of weird the fact that I started watching this guy on YouTube doing repairs on the stoves and lanterns, and he referred me to this guy as far as getting parts, and come to find out that Frank was the one that sold all the parts of this guy, and which I'm getting from him. So it was, basically a little circle as far as getting all the stuff to get the parts and everything. It's
Hey,
like,
Crystal.
well, I found that just very interesting. The fact that it's all going back to Frank. Now that is something I wouldn't mind doing. I wouldn't mind. I would love to find an old place like what he did, and just had all the old vintage Coleman parts and everything to be able to go in there and just buy them out.
Yeah, he's got a lot of old ones that he restored that look factory fresh. You
Right,
know, I mean, he's got the same paint, the same exact formula paint that they use,
right.
and I don't know what paint gun he's got, but it's top notch. Or he's just a damn good painter. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because some painters can use any. They can use a Harbor Freight gun. It don't matter. They're gonna make it look good.
Oh yeah. I mean,
They know how to dial them cheaper guns, spray guns in. You
oh yeah.
know,
It
and
depends.
then
Right.
if they can make something look good with a cheap gun, just think what it can do. They can do with just say a $1,500 spray unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, Renegade,
Hey, Renegade.
missed you today. Didn't see you do a live stream. Hopefully you're feeling good. I
Today's
did get
Wednesday.
the video.
Today's
Huh?
Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
He
It
didn't
was
do.
yesterday I missed him. If he was on,
No,
we
that's
had
right.
company. We had Missy's best friend here, uh, and she showed up early in the morning. She had a bunch of stuff she wanted to sell.
Ah,
She had a Yamaha keyboard player. She got rid of that for $20. Johnny, it came over and he's like, "Oh yeah, keyboard." So brand new in the box. Not brand spanking new, but new in the box. Hardly used. She had some gold for sale, diamonds.
yeah. Like I said, he didn't do one yesterday. But yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
that's just like for me, where I was working at, I use a spray gun, and I think those usually, those are going for about $500, and it's just how you set it up. Um, and the weird thing about it is when they wound up buying that one, the one I was using. I mean, they bought one specifically brand new for me to use. Okay, come to find out that the needle and seat and everything was not the correct one. Because I tried using it, and man, I'm sitting there trying to adjust it. It would not spray the paint. It would
Damn.
not do it at all. And I mean, I'm going, if I got the paint too thick, that's the first thing I thought. Because I mixed it up normal, it's like, well, maybe I've got it too damn thick. So I kept adding a little bit of center and doing that, and I just, add, have it where it would spray out more paint and everything. I mean, I had the spray pattern down, but it was not wanting to have enough paint come out. And after doing research and everything, come to find out when they sent it, it was sent with the wrong needle and seat. So
Yeah.
I had to get the correct one. I wound up using it, but man, I had to crank that needle and everything out almost all the way where it was almost just dumping the paint and everything on there.
Yeah. So
I had to
yeah,
slow it down.
blotches, runs. Yeah.
Well, no, the fact is that because the opening was so much smaller than what our guns normally would have,
Yeah.
so it wasn't able to have enough paint come out even with that setup.
So it wasn't spitting globules.
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
it just didn't. The opening was not big enough for our paint to come out because we run a little bit thicker paint than um, the
Average.
well, our paint was different than automotive paint because
Right.
that's like a lacquer. Ours is a
Industrial.
well, it's not industrial, but it's more of a plastic style paint. No paint guns, Bob, but that.
Yeah, because paint guns got needle in seats too, just like a car.
Oh yeah, no problem, Renegade. You can catch up on Friday, but that was that's the thing. I had to do that. I just had to slow it down, you know, and everything. I we didn't use airless, Bill. We had two 120-gallon air compressors.
Made built.
Yeah, that's what we had. We actually had two 120-gallon air compressors for four painters. And man, those things when they went off and everything, man, they you heard them. Hey, Randy.
Hey, Randy.
But yeah, like I say, that's as far as what with uh, paint guns like from Harbor Freight. Now those are set up more for automotive paint. That's the thing. So it just depends. Um, so I mean, like I said, with the other ones, you have the thicker paint, like what we were using, has to have a much bigger opening on the seat and everything.
Shut up, baby.
Hey, William.
Hey, William.
But yeah, that's like you were saying. Yeah, I mean, if I had say one of those Harbor Freight spray guns, the ones that are what about 10, $15, and I had it here, I could if I wanted to, I could take these any of the stoves or lanterns. Uh, I could strip them down to bare metal, put a thing of primer on there, and paint them with that green paint. They look brand new. Ooh, I could start painting them all Harbor Freight green.
Can you actually get the Harbor Freight? Listen at me. Coleman green paint.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah. I forget who it is. Uh, I watched a while back, and they actually told you the code and everything.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to go back and start looking at all the videos. I mean, Frank might be able to tell me.
Oh, yeah.
I
Easy.
could probably go to him
And
and
send
find
an
out.
email. Say, hey, what's the code for the Coleman green paint?
Yeah.
Formula code. Oop.
Well, no, it's not only the green, but say I was able to finally get my hands on some of the 200As. Those are red, so I'd have to have that red paint.
Right.
And
Coleman
then
red.
right now, if I was actually able to get my hands, say, on one of the
Gold
Christmas,
bonds.
well, oh God, that would be,
That'd be joyous celebration time.
oh yeah, I'd be going nuts if I get my hands on one of those.
See, mom
Uh,
and daddy never camped, but she used to turn in the gold stamps and the gold bond and the S&H.
right.
Because the stores around town that she shopped at, grocery stores, had those stamps,
Oh yeah,
and they had a S&H in Lafayette store, and if they didn't have it, that they were out, they could, get it right away. Uh,
yeah.
Christmas, she'd go there for Christmas and get our presents.
Well, like I said, uh, Bill, no, Harbor Freight doesn't have paint, but they have paint guns. So they've got them. I think they're either somewhere between $10 and $15, and they got one that's like about $150, but it's your better one. Uh, but now, like I said, yeah, Bob, yeah, good luck. I mean, what, $1,500 on one of those gold bond uh, lanterns?
I'm gonna start hitting them little flea markets here in town.
You can. I mean, that's where I found some of mine at. I looked on Facebook Marketplace. Of course, I'm no longer on Facebook anymore, so I can't look there. Um, I've actually started looking on Craigslist and not really finding any good deals there. Of course, without having the money, it's kind of hard to go buy any. Um, but like I said, it's. I mean, the other one would be nice to find one of those Christmas ones, the ones that had the red top and green bottom. Now, that would be nice to have. I mean, there's different, the different stoves and lanterns from the years I wouldn't mind having. Most of what I've got are like the 220s and 228s as far as lanterns. And I've got 413s and 425s and 426s on the stoves themselves.
So you looked on eBay for the yellow Colemans?
Oh yeah,
They got one for $55, one for 36. Oh, it's a reproduction. The Globe, I think, is the reproduction. Globe reproduction.
yeah, reproduction. Yeah,
The Globe's a reproduction.
oh yeah. I mean, you can
What
find.
year they made those anyway?
Oh, oh, that's not good, William. Sorry to hear that. Uh, I'm not sure as far as what year.
Okay. Probably had to be like the 60s and 70s.
Yeah. Uh, it might have been the 50s. It's like right here, I found someone. They've got one of the Christmas lanterns, or at least they've got one that looks like one. $54. That's not bad. Um, oh,
I gotta lean off the top.
all right. Let's see. Yeah, someone they've got one of uh, the here's now here's the turd one, like what Frank was talking about. $45. It's the one that's brown and everything. Hey, Raging. But I mean, like right now, I'm looking now. This one might not be bad. Oh hell, it's here in Texas too. Looks like one, two, three of them with the box and everything, the metal box, uh, $10. Ooh, the bottom of that thing's all beat up. That's like a regular 220. That's a newer one, like a J model. Um, yeah, 1978. Uh, there's one from 68. Yeah, now that's I'm looking at a 228 there, no globe. I mean, for $10, yeah, but they want like 53 over $53 just for shipping. I'm going, it'd be cheaper for me to drive down there. I mean, I'd say wouldn't spend as much in gas to go pick it up.
That's how they making their money. They sell it for
Yeah, on
$10.
the
That's cheap, but they charging 53 to ship it, which actually it only costs like 20.
right now, someone's saying they got a gold bond, but it's not. It's not the yellow like a regular gold bond. Yeah, from '73. No, it's a later model. Now here's a Christmas one someone's got, but they want like almost $150 for it. I'd be interested on that other one. See, like someone now they've got. Yeah, here's one of those uh, mil spec lanterns. It's got everything.
Which one is it?
Like I said, it's that mil spec, and they are.
I know there was 5 or 6 different companies that made them though. So which one is
Yeah,
that lantern?
that's what I'm trying to find out. See if I can catch the bottom on it. It's saying it's Armstrong. Yeah, Armstrong, 1977. But they're wanting like $40 for it. Well, that's still not bad, really.
All right.
That might be a little bit on the higher side. Um, but like I said, I have not found any um, like that gold bond one. Like I said, those are going to be we're talking uh, 4 digits on the price. We're talking at least 1,000 or more.
Oh crap! I didn't pour my Kool-Aid.
Uh oh. It's like someone's, I don't know where this one's at, but they got a 200A, or excuse me, 286, which is something similar to the 280 or the 200, like for $27. Um, compartment tray, I don't. Oh, that's what they got with it. Okay, but yeah, I mean, like I said, if someone was going to get, one of those gold bond Coleman's lanterns, yeah, they're going to be expensive. But everything else, no. Like I was saying, and you can go do the research. You know, back in the I think '70s or '80s, they were doing the celebrating was it 7 million you know maids and everything. Now, I do know that okay, for next month, I got a couple other people in mind. I'm going to contact them and see if they'd be interested in coming up on panel and see what they have to say. But like I said, I'm starting to put the feelers out to try and start getting more and more people, different people up on panel for that way we have different topics. Maybe we start bringing in more people to the stream. Well, William, there's no telling on something like that. Uh, I mean, there's going to be things that you have to look into on the personal side to try and figure that out. Could be stress, could be family. Um, there's no telling. Could have had just a mental disorder that was not being detected by anybody. If he had something like that, he could have been hiding it, and it just got to the better of him. But then it could be something else. It might not have been suicide. That's true. I agree with Bob. You never know what a person's going through. I mean, like they say, I know what it's like to be in someone's shoes. Start walking in them. You get about 10 miles away, then you got to turn around, come back, and give them the shoes back. But like I said, let's William. I hate to see something like that happen to someone. I hope that town comes together for them. Not only town but the family and everything. I mean, that's sad when someone does something like that. All right, did you send that link out?
To Radio Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure did.
Okay.
Right after you told me, yep, you can send it to him.
Yep. Hey, back.
Backlash Fisherman.
Yep. How you doing?
Backlash a few times.
Yeah, backlash. He goes on Sunday nights and everything. But he's into the yarn community. Speaking of which, I went and got something today, Cajun. I showed Crystal. I got me one.
Oh, that's a big one.
It's bigger than what I need, but here's the thing. That end comes off. That means I can make that a lot narrower.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The cardboard, you got a cardboard tube in there, okay.
Oh, that's plastic.
Oh, okay.
That's PVC.
You cut it with your chop saw.
Yeah. Be a little difficult, but yeah, I can.
No, with a chop saw? With your miter saw?
Yeah, but it'd be kind of hard because this side here won't come off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I can only get one side off.
Okay.
Putting that in the miter saw wouldn't be easy.
You couldn't find any little 5-pound spools or 2 pounds?
The one audio shop where I got this from, this is the only one he had. Now I contacted the other one, and they've got a couple of them, but he said they're bigger ones. But I can't go get them till tomorrow. But now I've got
what about the welding shops?
I forgot about checking with them too.
Oh.
And I looked on eBay, and I can get a 10 pack. Now, if all the spools came in, they were this size, I can get a 10 pack of bearings, sealed bearings and everything, for like $15.
Okay.
Because that is, I think, 28 millimeter in total diameter. Um, I'm going, damn, that's cheap.
Check on my potato.
So, yep, that's the thing that. But I got to get more of these spools um, and everything. I need at least 3 more, but I got to need at least 4 of them the same size. Then I got to start coming up with the different gears and everything else. And yeah, once it's all done, uh, and hopefully it works out the way I'm hoping for, I'll start making some yarn. Backlash, Sarah, and let's say Froggy. Um, of course, Crystal's gonna want some. Uh, Almost anybody in the yarn community is gonna want the yarn I'm gonna be making. Speaking of which, Crystal, you've been chatting with Crazy Canadian. Hey, Backwoods. Hey, check your email. Send you a link. Ah, okay. I'm just curious. I didn't know if you and her were still yapping or not. But just a little. Oh, now they finally do that. I've got the notification from cars and cameras. They just got a video put out. They got it out late today.
Do what?
Oh, cars and cameras. I got the notification. They finally got their video put out.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
Oh no, like I said, cars and cameras. Now those two would be something. Actually, those three get John Isaac and um, oh damn, I know his name. I can't even think of it right now. It'll come to me. Maybe get those three guys up on a panel one night and see about getting Greg from Redbeard's Garage on. That'd be nice if you want to do that. Yeah, Bob, I would like them. I mean, they've given me ideas. I mean, they're the ones that gave me the idea for the mini top fuel dragster. And unfortunately, the health issues, that's what's done everything in on that. Because it wouldn't, what for me being sick and everything, well, if I stayed doing the way it was, oh yeah, a lot of the bills would already be paid off, and uh, I'd already probably be buying uh, everything. Probably have already gotten started on building it. Started, ordering all the parts and everything. That thing would have rocked. I mean, the idea I got for doing that engine, yeah. I just hope it would have held up. I know I would have needed some billet rods and probably the billet front cover. Not too sure about what pistons I would have needed in it. Nice to have found some Hemi style heads to go on there. Now, if I could have found someone to do some billet heads, yeah, that would have been good. Imagine if that thing started up just in two little cylinders running on nitro. Uh-oh. We got our favorite cross country driver.
Your favorite? No, I don't think so.
What? How about the only cross country driver I know?
Right.
I mean, you go from one side of the country to the other. So where are you at tonight?
uh, Parcel, Texas,
Where in the bloody hell was that at? I
just
never
south
even
of
heard.
San Antonio.
Okay. You staying over the night, or are you heading somewhere
No,
later, or what?
I'm getting ready to head north. Gotta get up to Decatur, Illinois.
Ah. Hey, at least you don't have to worry about snow or anything like that.
I'm just gonna worry about the wind that's up there right now.
And all the teenagers running amok. Did you see that crap going on up there?
What, Chicago?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
man. Them kids need to have their butts spanked big time.
Yeah, I don't get into all that stuff.
What's happening up there?
Up in Chicago,
Yeah.
you didn't hear about that?
Uh-uh.
Uh, what was it? About 300 to 400 teenagers started causing. They basically came out to a riot, started damaging cars, and people were getting shot and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're talking about trying to do it all again. Like I think for this coming weekend.
Well, I know there's a bunch of parents didn't raise their kids right, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know.
What's up, Raising Cajun?
I don't know what's up.
I don't know. Sounds like you just woke up.
No, just been sitting here waiting for this wind to die down. I'm gonna try to get out here and start driving.
Okay.
I don't know what Dallas is doing right now. Last
That
time I seen it was like 35 mile an hour gusts up there.
Damn.
that wind always blows in that part of the country over there, Texas.
You get small pockets of good wind.
Yeah. No problem, backwoods. Hopefully, it gets feeling better.
Over there by Pecos and all that. Off of 20. That area,
Well,
they got all them wind farms there. You know, them propeller things for the electricity. They're small. They're
turbines.
not the real big ones like, in the Kansas or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, these are the smaller ones, but boy, and they sure got a lot of them though.
Yeah. Hey, Missy.
Whole
So you gonna
fields and fields of them.
so you gonna take what 35 all the way up in Chicago or up in Illinois?
We're gonna take 35 up to 44, run 44 into Illinois.
So you'll be going up and over the Arbuckle Pass then.
up through St. Louis.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Arbuckle Pass, that's up there in Oklahoma.
Off 69.
No, it's off of 35.
I'm not going through Oklahoma City.
Okay.
I'm gonna take US 69 up through Oklahoma.
You said
Well,
Arbuckle
yeah,
Pass?
yeah.
Oh, that's named after John Arbuckle, huh?
I don't know if it is or not, but I know that's where they get all them giant uh, wind generators at.
Well,
I didn't know if he was going, up that way. So where are you going to catch 69 at then?
Off of 35, coming right out of Dallas Fort Worth.
Well, I know you got 45 that goes north in Oklahoma. You
US 69 coming out of US 69 is 75 coming out of Texas.
Okay,
You can run up to toward Joppa, Missouri.
okay. So that would
Uh,
be like
big
okay,
like Big Cabin and Chateau area.
right. Because I know 45. It's 45 all the way from Galveston up to I-30, and then from I-30 further on north it turns into 75, and then it
Yeah,
changes again once it's up in Oklahoma.
it's a mixture between 69 and 75.
Gotcha. Yeah, because that's the way she and I wound up going. Uh, get up to Muskogee.
Yeah, it runs right through Muskogee.
Have they got a lot of that road construction cleared up yet?
Hell no.
Especially over there by what was that? Not Windstar, Choctaw. Well, they got that road all messed up over there by Choctaw Casino.
Well, they did. But coming out of Texas is always chock full of damn road construction.
Not as bad as what we saw going up there to Muskogee that day.
Well, they got that north of Dallas all tore up.
They didn't have it tore up when we went because they had 75 uh, pretty well much, what, 3 and 4 lanes going up that way. I mean, I liked it. It was like, I was surprised when it was like got into Plano or Richardson, Plano, and
Mhm.
then got up into McKinney, Anna. It was like, man, when the hell they do all this?
They've been doing it.
Well, I hadn't been up that way because, I mean, I used to, when I was driving for that glass company, everything, every now and then I'd have to go up to McKinney. And hell, at that time, it was like 2 lanes up through there. That was going each way. And it's like, I took Crystal for her birthday and everything up to Muskogee. It's like, damn.
They're doing it because of weather.
Are they?
Yeah, they're making it wider so people have a better chance to get out of the area if they have to,
for
Ah,
what?
and to decrease rush hour traffic.
yeah, because
What?
it's getting bad.
What? The weather gets so bad, people gotta rush out of town,
Well,
evacuate.
when you get those big weather systems that rip through areas like tornadoes or something like that, and they got to evacuate the area.
Yeah.
Two lanes each way really don't help. So they have to try to widen out the roads to help that kind of situation.
I didn't know they evacuated for tornado. I didn't know they had that much of a warning.
Up in that area, yeah, they do. All right, well, Cajun, you've already done it. I need to, so I'll be right back. I'm going to go lean off the dock.
Yeah, I gotta grab my bowl out the microwave. Bake me a potato, put butter in it, And then we had leftovers from yesterday at lunch. Missy cooked a big old, huge 2 pounds of crawfish tails and an etouffee.
Oh,
Yeah, one of her best friends came by yesterday, and then we invited Johnny over because he hadn't seen her in a while. And we just spent like from, I don't know, 9 in the morning till 8:30 in the morning till about 3 in the afternoon. And Missy, I guess, the food was ready about, I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock or something. And she hadn't had Mrs. cooking in a while. She ate 2 plates, 2 big plates. And she's a skinny woman.
uh, uh, I don't know, Cajun. I think the wife is liking the idea of moving down to Louisiana.
Hey, Missy saw something on Facebook a while ago. B&L Seafood up in Grand Mammouth. Crawfish, $15 a sack.
It must be for small.
That's field run. But they do have a grading machine at B&L Seafood, but they just get the selects out, the big selects for the restaurants. Now, all
That's
the,
it.
the large mediums are still in there.
You haven't seen prices like that since the '90s.
In the 90s, they were like $5 and $10 a sack,
Uh-huh.
especially around like the basin, Raymond, Gross-Tet, in between. They said if you was leaving Baton Rouge, headed to Lafayette, right before you hit that 20-mile bridge over the Chapala Basin, they had signs the Gross-Tet exit and the Rama exit. Crawfish, $5 and $10 a sack.
Uh-huh.
And they were set up at the truck stop with these trucks with, the crawfish boxes on the back. So the guys that were running 200, 300 traps in the basin, they could only run 50 because all the traps, that 4-foot traps, were full. They were getting almost 2 sacks per trap.
Uh-huh.
They couldn't run 200 and 300 traps anymore. They couldn't. Too many, way too many. That was in the mid 90s, 96, something like that. That's when Bernard's Crawfish was born.
So, Ranger, what are you taking up to Illinois?
Caterpillar cabs.
Ah, how many of them you got?
I don't know. It's 27,000 pounds though.
That's a lot of cabs. Depends upon how big they are.
I don't know. I didn't watch them get loaded.
Now, is that inside inside the trailer, or is that on a flatbed?
It's inside the trailer.
Damn. So they can't be all that big then, if they're inside the
Oh,
trailer.
they're not great big ones, but they're pretty big. There's 7 cabs and 2 pallets of stuff.
Okay.
Hell, a 3 1/4 excavator, Caterpillar excavator. Those cabs fit inside that trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Careful. Don't let that wrong pipe catch you.
Allergies. Terrible.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That tornado in Joplin. That was a bad one.
Yeah, I know. I remember that one too.
That's one tornado that will always be remembered. Boy, that potato with that crawfish and gravy in there, and then sopping some of the gravy up with some cornbread she made that day. Oh man,
Well, I'm glad Daryl ain't here. You've been making him get them pins out.
he'd be getting them 2 syringes out.
Yep. be making him get them out and going.
Yep. No. Hot.
That's something I know Chris and I we need to do sometime soon again is get another cooking video done and maybe do a live stream on
I
cooking
could have
channel.
made a video with that, but there was too much
Yeah.
that going on. Kind of like two hens cackling.
Well, tell Missy and Johnny to hush.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and a rooster.
But like I said, that's something I need to do. I need to get another video made, something like that. Hey, Mary.
Mary, quite and cherry.
Well, appreciate you being here.
How does your garden grow?
Yep.
Johnny called me up. He was dropping arrows off. He said, I think they just came from the rifle range. Johnny said, you know what I'm going to do? He said, I did drop arrows off. I think I'm going to the house and I'm going to start taking that door panel off on the passenger side of his Jeep. He got a regulator, window regulator for it.
Right.
His motor was good, but the regulator was bad. The cable that goes in that tube,
Yep.
the tube was all messed up. And when you go to put the window down, the cable wanted to snake out the window. You know, and strike.
Yep.
Anyway, I don't know, about maybe 30 minutes later, the phone rang. I'm like, what's up, Johnny B? You get that panel off? He said, panel off? He said, hell, that window's going up and down. I'm like, what? That quick? Like, yeah, I got the experience of doing it on your Jeep. Like, yeah, you did. That's right.
Hey, Raging, Williams want to know you ever been up to Peoria?
Peoria, what? Illinois?
Illinois.
Yeah, up
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure he's been up there several times.
I've been all over the 48. I mean, there ain't no state I haven't been. There's no state in the United States I haven't been to.
Oh, you been to Alaska and Hawaii then?
Yep.
Or
Well,
you meant
no.
the continental? You meant the continental United States?
The continental United States.
Okay.
Well, technically, I have been to Hawaii, but that wasn't trucking.
Oh,
And
okay.
you could drive up to Alaska.
Yeah, go through Canada.
Yeah. And you
I was
could
in.
drive. And technically, if you wanted to, you could drive to Hawaii. You just have to drive the rig and everything onto a ship and have it transport you out there, and then drive home.
But no, I had a small stay. I had a small stay over in Hawaii when I was in the military.
What'd you think of it out there?
All right.
I would love to go to Hawaii.
I was only there for a couple months.
So, how much of Pearl Harbor did you get a chance to see?
The whole thing. It's a brilliant.
So, did you go and do the Arizona Memorial? What did you think of that?
Cried my eyes out, but yeah.
Did you see the oil bubbling up at that time?
I was figuring to
All of
say
it.
it's still leaking oil.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they say, the oil still comes up every now and then from it.
Yeah, little droplets.
Yep. Well, welcome back, Renegade.
Well, you gotta imagine how many ships got sunk that day.
Yeah. There were a
Oh yeah.
bunch of them that got brought back up though and redone.
Oh yeah. There was a lot. I think there was only what was it, 3 ships that got damaged that were not repairable. Of course, we know the Arizona. That was the number one. I think what was it, the Oklahoma, and I forget what the other one was. Those look nice, Renegade. I like the fact that the extensions actually have a hex on them. That way, you put that extension on there, and like you said, put you um, a wrench on the end of it.
Uh-huh.
I got some sockets like that.
No, this was the extension.
A what?
The extensions. That
Oh,
was, yeah, yeah. The extensions actually had a hex head on it right there where you put like the ratchet.
oh, okay. No, I ain't got none of them.
Yeah, but come to find out that they were uh, was it Gray Tools was the manufacturer, but it was a different name and everything. Hey, Anthony, I was wondering when you were going to get in.
Yeah, Anthony.
I wonder when Renegade's gonna do a tool haul video. I know he got a bunch of stuff.
Well, he just had that that Tool video come out today.
Oh, he did put it out today.
Yeah, that's the one that we were just talking about. William, yeah, he's probably been to North Carolina multiple times.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he just got through saying he's been to every single state in the continental part, and it ain't been just once or twice. He's been, I say,
Multiple.
I know at least 2 dozen times. I know he's been here in Texas.
Oh, Texas. Texas is my money state.
Yeah, because he's always going to like Laredo and picking stuff up out of Mexico.
When I first got in the truck in Texas, my first year or so, I did over 125,000 miles in Texas.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
No, it don't take long, especially here in Texas, as big as it is.
No.
I mean, a lot of people don't realize how big Texas is. I mean, they've already, stated the fact that El Paso is closer to L.A. than it is to Texarkana. Oh yeah, we've heard of where that's
About the
German company.
about the same distance.
No, actually, it's a little bit further. Not that much.
Because you got to think, El Paso, Texarkana is pretty much the tippy top, the exit points of Texas, and it's only about 800 or 900 miles across.
Right.
And what is New Mexico? 200, 300 miles across.
Not much.
And
Not on I-10 anyway.
then
No,
Arizona is probably about 250 to 300 miles across.
that's about like going from like for me heading down to Galveston.
Well, on I-10 in Arizona, when you get to Tucson, I-10 shifts north, straight north, until you get to Phoenix. Then it turns back west.
Uh-huh.
But
Um,
if you take Interstate 8 before you get to Phoenix, that's where I-8 starts. That takes you straight to San Diego.
Uh-huh.
Now we're if I'm not mistaken, don't they make some good pliers?
I think so. Or is that socket? Or is that those little big kit sets?
I'm not sure. I don't have any. I know I've seen people in the tool community talking about them. Anthony says he's not a fan of their sockets or their wrenches. I mean, I know there's brands out there that you know that make all kinds of different ones. I mean, you got what Nipex, they make pliers.
Yeah.
But of course, they have kind of a specialty style on their pliers.
That's what Nipex is known for, is their pliers.
Yeah, I mean, everything, all tool manufacturers, they're known for certain things in particular. I mean, you got what? Where they're made in what? Germany?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't look right now, so
Well, I know you've dealt with them before.
I don't have any weird. I don't have anything that's weird branded in my toolboxes.
Ah, okay. Well, Anthony's had them, and I know some of the other people probably watching. They probably had them too. All right. Well, Anthony says they make good screwdrivers and I guess the Allen keys. Well, Anthony, I sent you a link. Why don't you get your butt up here? That way you can start talking about them. Okay, Nipex Wear and WeHop are made in Germany according to Renegade. I mean, those brands I know about. But, I've never had to have them. Okay. Probably something you ate. Probably all them damn peppers you've been eating. Probably starting to kick it. Yeah, that's probably what it is. All them peppers and everything he's been chomping down on during the live stream. They finally give him a stomach ulcer.
Now,
Probably.
last month that jar was about right there. See where it's at now? Almost empty. I don't put a few drops. I put quite a few squirts. And it don't bother me. Jalapenos, I'm allergic to them or something because, I used to eat the heck out of jalapenos and love them, and they didn't affect me. But, man, an hour after I eat a few slices of jalapenos on a pizza, man, my stomach, my guts start, get the, I used to call that the, I know it in French better than in English.
Twisting and
You get
turning.
bubble
I
guts.
get the melon fads, and woo, and man, it just twists my guts, and then
Yep.
hour later, man, I'm heading straight to that bathroom, and it's burning. Hot peppers and super hots, they don't bother me like that. They don't.
I've never heard of Vintage Engine Repair Channel. Might have to look in on that. Um, yeah, I mean, there's channels out there that always talking about the different manufacturers of tools.
I know who that is.
Oh, Vintage Engine.
Yeah.
So what all does he work on? There's Pat Paulson.
All your
Hey,
old
Pat.
plastic stuff. S5s, S6s. Hey, Pat Paulson, what's up? Mona meet?
No, wait a minute. Cajun's not sick. He's saying that he only gets sick when he eats jalapenos. He ain't sick right now, at least physically. We don't know how he is mentally.
Yeah, that Tabasco sauce don't get me sick at all. Just jalapenos, and I ain't ate none in a long time.
Yep.
The Mountain Vibes, and ooh boy,
Yeah, kind of like
I
what.
could do some bacon wrapped jalapenos.
Oh, that's a.
I used to eat the heck out of them. You know, filled with stuff with cheese. Oh yeah.
That sounds good.
Uh-huh.
Get him some cheese and a wrap with some bacon. Oh, you know even be better than that? Stuff them with the cheese, and then put the bacon on there, and then cover that with some sausage, and then cover the sausage and everything with some breadcrumbs and deep fry them.
No, no.
Oh, why not?
You you do a sausage mix with cheese, different types of sausage mix. You pull the insides of the jalapeno out. You cut them
Oh
in
yeah.
half. You
Wear
stuff that
gloves.
you stuff that mixture. You stuff that mixture inside that jalapeno. Wrap that sucker with bacon. Stick a toothpick through it. Throw it on a barbecue pit. There you go.
Yeah. When that skin and all that blisters up real good, and that ground pork is that sausage is done. Oh yeah.
You know, maybe go get some poblano peppers and do that with it. That might be good. They can do that with some of them.
I ain't never tried that one.
You know,
They
then
used
I
to do
guess
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
try it.
they do a lot of poblanos and all that anchovies over in Arizona at the grocery stores. They got these big pit smokers, big barbecue pits out there,
Yep.
and they smoke them. You know, they throw them on the grill, but it's just actually the smoke that's passing through. You know, there's no
Right.
fire inside where the peppers are. You know, it's on the firebox, in the firebox on the side. And they sell like, and they cheap. You know, they put like 6 or 7 of them big old peppers and they flat, just like you buy them in a plastic bag.
Yep.
They tie them together and put them in a bag right there in front of you, and they like $3. You know.
Damn, I could even do something like that even with like red, the red or yellow or even the orange. I could get the bell peppers, the red, orange, and yellow, and get a green one. Why not throw that one in just for fun? Stuff that with some cheese and sausage and everything. Wrap that up with some bacon around it.
We use a lot of bacon for that. Couple strips per pepper.
Yeah, good.
Use one strip for one half of jalapeno.
Damn, that's a lot. I usually do a half,
Hey,
like
I like
on a
bacon.
shrimp when I fry my shrimp. Oh, cut my bacon in half, and that half will go around that shrimp. You know, 1.5 times. Stick a toothpick through it, then I drench and dredge it. You know, with the egg and milk, then the flour, and I throw that in that hot grease. Oh yeah.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
What's up,
Hey,
Chef
chef.
Scott?
Yeah, I mean that's some ideas. I mean, to me, of course, everything tastes better with bacon wrapped around it.
Uh,
If it ain't, of course, here in Texas, if you ain't got bacon or sausage with it, you ain't cooking peppers.
Are you talking about ground sausage, right? The ground pork?
Yeah,
Okay. Because I couldn't imagine a piece of sausage, going inside of a half a jalapeno.
right.
that's true. talking about them poblanos and everything. That makes me want ponchos and get one. I like their the chili rellenos they got there.
I like chimichanga.
Yeah, they don't have chimichangas, but I wouldn't mind going back to the ponchos. Of course, now the closest one is up in Arlington. I took Crystal there one time. Oh, I didn't know Justin already had the video out. I'll have to watch that one. I ain't got a notification on it. Let's get in there and watch it. That was a nice of you, Renegade. That was very nice. That. So what else y'all want to talk about? Come on, people in the chat. Y'all got to put something up there.
Uh-huh.
We can't, this is, not just us. It's like y'all got to, give us something, a topic and everything.
Boy, that was good.
Well, that food you just had.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up, Ed. We already talked about yarn. We're done with that subject. Like the old saying goes, you snooze, you lose. So you weren't in here for it. So we'll have to talk about yarn next time. And yeah, I already did show them the little spool I got today. Like I said, I got 2 more of them tomorrow to go get. And then I've got that would be nice to talk about, but Renegade, I'd probably get kicked out.
Huh.
William, now that's a debatable subject there. I mean,
I know.
people
I've
are
seen him.
saying, one, is better, and then they say something else. I mean, I've been hearing that the new Hercules is supposed to be one of the better impact uh, battery operated.
I just got a email from yesterday or today, one of them, Harbor Freight, with that new 20 volt, I think it was. Braun
Power.
Yeah,
Power.
impact, and all the features it's got and all this, 1,000, I think it was foot-pounds braking power or something. That was the new new tool of the week or whatever.
That would have been yesterday. I got the same email. I mean, but that's the thing. I mean, when it comes to the battery powered impacts, okay, are you looking at the 3/8 drive, or are you looking at a 1/2 inch drive? I mean, each one of those is going to be different. I mean, you're not going to be wanting to sit there and I know for a fact that Raging, he's not going to want to go and take a 3/8 drive Milwaukee, try to take lug nuts off his rig.
It'd be interesting to see if he can. It'd be interesting to see if he could do it.
Yeah, I mean that would be something that's trying to see a say a Milwaukee 3 drive, impact, try to take the lug nuts off.
Yeah,
It
but we
might
knew what you
be
were
able
talking about, Tar Heel.
yeah. I mean, like I said, it might be able to do it, but it might not. But then I don't even know if a half inch would even do it.
Oh, half inch would do it.
Would it?
Yeah. If the Cobalt mid torque could take the lug nuts off of a semi, that you better believe that half inch or 3/8 gun from Milwaukee's going to be able to do it. I mean,
Yeah. And the thing about it is, I mean, now I've got the small Cobalt half inch. And I mean, like I said, I was totally surprised when I was able to go change, take the lug nuts off of a 3/4 ton Dodge with no problem.
uh-huh.
Uh, but that's something else you got to look at, William. Is I mean, are you going to be wanting to try and take apart uh, some big stuff, or are you just wanting just stuff around the house? Um, I mean,
Snap
you
on
get like,
thread.
I mean, Bauer's got some good ones out there now. I mean, since everybody's going brushless, I mean, the Bauer's good. They got the Hercules out there. Uh, I'm going to go with my Cobalt. I know that that train engineer, he's probably going to go with Milwaukee. I mean, everybody's got their own brands they like.
We know Snap on is for the win, but not everybody can afford to Snap on.
Yeah, and how much is a snap-on uh, half-inch impact?
Probably about $900 or something like that. I don't know,
Yeah,
Pat. How much is the high torque Snap on
that I
half
don't
inch
know.
gun? Pat could tell us.
I mean, William, if you're looking for one for around the house, uh, to me, I would say, okay, Pat's saying it's about $850.
I
Okay,
was close.
yeah, I was thinking, about $1,000 for it.
Don't
Okay,
get me
Shade
wrong.
Tree saying,
Snap
yeah, well,
on Snap on has their time and place for everybody, but not everybody can afford the Snap on brand. When you can
right,
afford it, you can afford it.
right,
Want to treat yourself? If you're a low level DIYer, then treat yourself. But otherwise, low level DIYers, they're not going to be after the Snap on brands. They're going to be like Milwaukee or
the
DeWalt or Cobalt or Bauer or Hercules or whatever off brands they could find for a good price.
yeah. That's just like J Tree. He said he'll buy the Craftsman High Torque for $180. That's fine, and
Ain't
that's the
nothing
one
wrong
thing.
with it.
I mean, if that's the brand that he wants to go with, that's fine. To me, I'm sticking with my Cobalt 24 volt, and now I will admit that if I go and get another one, I'm going to go for the bigger one, but that's only because I've already got the 24 volt setup.
I mean, if anybody knows me, I'm heavily into the Cobalt line, but I'm not brand loyal. I do have other brands.
Uh, I think I'm into the Cobalt line just a little bit. I mean, you see nothing but blue over there except for one yellow, and that's just what I got in here. You ain't seeing what I got in the toolbox.
I mean, I've
Right.
got the right angle impact. I've got the ratchet wrench. I've got the XTR high torque. I've got the regular high torque. I've got a bunch of Cobalt stuff.
I agree, Renegade. Yeah, tool truck tools are meant for professional. So you're looking at, of course, Snap-on, Matco, Cornwell. Those are the ones that are for the guys in the shop. For someone like me, they're going to be overkill. So going to places like Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, or if you're up north going to Menards, buying those. Now, I mean, if you want to spend the money, go get the Flex.
They've been around for a couple of years now.
Yep, I mean, they actually are made by Shervon, which makes the Cobalt, but they also
Uh-huh.
make Skill.
One of these
Oh,
days, I'm going to break down and get into the Flex line, but not anytime soon.
well, one thing I was looking at on the Flex, I was trying to do a comparison between the Flex and the Cobalt. And some of it, the warranty on the Flex is better. I mean, being a lifetime. I mean, who wouldn't like that? Price wise, some of the
Oh,
items were cheaper on Cobalt. Sometimes Cobalt was more. But
now,
I don't think the Flex line has got as much there as
for,
Cobalt does.
for the lifetime warranty on Flex, I believe that time period has ended.
Nope, they've
I think it
actually
was for the
extended.
first 2 years.
No, they've actually got it going until the end of this year, I believe.
Because that was supposed to end January.
Right, but it was such a big hit and everything. They actually, from what I heard, they actually extended it.
But
I can
after
look.
that, it'll be pretty much the same thing as the warranty is what Cobalt offers: 5 years for the battery and 3 years for the tool, or something like that.
No, it's 5 years for the tool, 3 years for the battery and charger, and that's the same kind of warranty that they're doing on the Hercules right now. The
Uh-huh.
Harbor Freight, they're actually coming out with the 5 year warranty on the tool and 3 year on the battery and charger. Which I'm going, that ain't bad. Yeah, Renegade saying yeah. So the end of this year is when they're doing it. Um, yeah, like right now, um, now Flex is coming out with their stacked lithium, which is, I believe, going to be better than the regular lithium ion batteries.
Well, it's just going to be double the power.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I mean, they've got it's a. Let me do this. Be easier to show it this way. Like right now, they've got the stacked lithium. Um, get the looks like the impact driver and the drill, two batteries, the charger, uh, and the soft case. Basically, $500.
One of those batteries is taller than the other one.
Um, yeah, let me look at it.
The one on the drill.
Yeah, I think it is. Let me see what the difference. One might be a 2 amp, the other one might be a 4 amp.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
That's what usually comes in the kit, though.
Right. Yep, it says protected by the Flex Founder's limited lifetime warranty when registered within 30 days of purchase at registry through December 31st, 2023.
Nice.
So you got two of them. Okay, so it comes with a 3.5 amp hour stacked lithium and a 6 amp stacked lithium.
Wow.
So that's pretty good right there.
But you got to look at what Flex is geared toward. Flex is geared toward the professional.
Right.
Mater, look up Right Tools. WRIGHT.
Uh, look them up. Yeah, Renegade, I agree on that too. It's like, yeah, they are a little too much. All right, well, I'm looking at them. I mean, they've got toolboxes. Let's see what they've got. I mean, they've got sockets, they got ratchets, they got wrenches.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the prices are like.
Right Tools are a major seller on Harry J. Epstein's website.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not in,
Pat Paulson said right stuff. Rights has been around for decades. Nice stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got, well, I mean, they got like a 52.5 inch uh, box, and it's 27 3/4 inches deep.
You see, you seen the price point of the Series 3?
Yeah, I saw that when Jeff put that video out yesterday.
17.99 for the bottom box.
Yeah. Now on here, they're not telling me how much some of this stuff is. That's the only problem there. There's not even a dealer by me. There's one in Texas. Got one over in Arlington, Amarillo Ironworks. Oh, San Antonio. Amarillo, American Bolt, Austin. Applied Industrial Technologies. The only thing is, like I said, they're just not, telling me how much. That's the only problem there. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we've got, you've got different manufacturers, tool manufacturers out there, and they're making the tools and everything for all these companies.
Uh huh.
I mean, look at TTI. They make they are the actual manufacturer. Okay, but you've got how many different brands that are made by them, and they're by the specifications that are by the different companies. Same way with Shervon. And still haven't figured out who it is making the Bauer and Hercules for uh, Harbor Freight. But what was it? Blue Point. I mean, what they were the company was what making all the Snap-on tools originally,
Uh huh.
and
It's
I
still a
mean
part of
they made
Snap-on tools.
right. They're still part of Snap-on, but I mean they're basically the manufacturer.
Blue
Yeah, I
Point is a
agree.
lower tier Snap-on tool.
Right. But like I said, it's just the fact is that yeah, you got Blue Point. That's more designed for your DIYer, but then Snap on it, brand that's actually geared for your commercial. All right, good example. Okay, Raging, you've got a Volvo truck, right?
Uh
Okay. Uh, Volvo's a manufacturer. Would you be able? How much weight could you think you'd be able to haul in one of their four-door cars?
huh.
You ain't. But the fact is that Volvo, yeah, they manufacture cars and they make, uh, they even make what, box trucks? It just depends
Yeah.
upon, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you got different manufacturers out there that are making them. Yeah, I know that Black and Decker did want to closing the plant in Fort Worth. Well, they had it going partially, not full blown, and they said, no, we're pulling the plug on it. That pissed I know a lot of people off. But the fact is, like I say, you got Williams, you've got Blue Point, Wright, um, and everything. But they make them for the different, they got the different brands out there. It's been proven that you've got the manufacturers are making them for different names.
How many tool brands you got out there? You got hundreds and hundreds of tool brands.
Right. But that's the thing. I mean, they're not making them. They're going and outsourcing everything to get made for them. And I mean, Lowe's they don't make Cobalt. Yep, Proto, Blackhawk. Those are some of the others. Was it S&K? Are they even still around?
They're not around like they used to be, but they're still around.
Right.
They were in Philadelphia, I believe, for people that bought them, but I think they're shipping all that stuff overseas now.
Right. Well, good example. Sears. Okay. Sears did not make Craftsman tools. They outsourced to a tool manufacturer to make tools for them under that name to a certain specification, so Sears could sell them. Who was making those originally? Who did they go to?
I don't know. You'd have to look up the model number. The first three code letters,
Right.
numbers are who made the tool. And
Right.
that's it, you know, just, and if anybody can give me the first three numbers of an old socket, like if they got an old Sears catalog somewhere, if they give me the first three numbers, I can tell them who made them for them. I mean, anybody can. It's on the internet.
Oh yeah. All right. So Pat's saying that SK just released a new line of wrenches. She said about a month ago. But Renegade saying great tools bought out SK.
I think that's a China-made tool, right?
Could be. And now Shade Tree saying a lot of Blue Point is made in Taiwan.
You got a lot of nice tools coming out of Taiwan these days. I mean,
Yeah,
Yep.
Taiwan they got great plants, factories, they're quality.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
And there's nothing wrong with some of the stuff that's coming out of China or
No.
Japan. Concerning the fact that the manufacturing over there, I mean, the biggest thing, advantage they've got over there is all them short people are able to get into them small spaces in the machines.
I mean, just look at the screwdriver line that's coming out of Japan.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. I mean,
No.
to me, I look at it, if the tool does the job, it doesn't screw up, and it keeps working, then why complain about it? If you go and buy something, yeah, I mean, there's the brands out there. What was that? Buffalo Tools. Those were cheap Chinese, tools and everything that they say, yeah, chrome vanadium. Yeah, use them one time. Boom, they're breaking. Ain't worth the damn. But yeah, that's why you're only paying $10 for maybe a complete set.
Uh-huh.
But then you can go get, another set of tools by a different company that they're made better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like Anthony's saying, yeah, they got their tool brands out there. I mean, if they didn't, I mean, they wouldn't have been able to build all the stuff they have built.
Yeah, not every brand is going to be perfect. Not every brand is going to be the same. You're going to have problems no matter what tool you buy. I mean, it's just according to how you use that tool, if you take care of your tools.
Right.
I mean, you got more of a chance of stripping out a fastener with a cheaper tool than you do with a more expensive tool, but that but at the same time you can still strip out a fastener with that more expensive tool if you're not watching what you're doing.
That's true. That's very true. I mean, it still doesn't matter. I mean, you go try and um, work on something, and you go grab, say 13 millimeter, and it's like you go start trying taking it off, you realize, oh crap, I just ruined it. Oh, that's a half inch. That's why. 13 millimeter will fit on there, but it's a little bit bigger. Half inch fits on there tight on a 13 millimeter.
I think that's the point a lot of people are trying to make when they're saying buy a snap-on. Because you got less of a chance to rounding a bolt off, but you still got that chance.
Right. You can break something with the snap on.
Uh-huh.
I mean, just because snap on is supposed to be the best out there, you can still mess up a fastener with one.
Uh-huh.
And even their tools will break. They're not, I mean, if they don't have the metallurgy just correct for that particular batch and everything, I mean, they could have just a small amount of air pockets and everything when they're making it, if it's not caught, those tools are going to fail.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Yeah.
care what tool brand it is. They're going to have flaws in it, no matter what.
Now I got lucky with finding my Snap-on Flame Drop Plus wrenches. I mean, I love that set of wrenches.
Yeah.
That set of wrenches won't go anywhere. It'll stay in my room. It'll
Oh,
it'll stay in my box till the day I die.
right. Well, I found out about 2 months ago that Cobalt wrenches used to be made by same manufacturer for Snap-ons when they were still, when they stated on their USA. All their hand tools were coming out of basically the same manufacturer making Snap-on.
Uh-huh.
But now they're kind of being in China. Does that make them any better? Not really. Not my opinion.
No.
I mean, they might be. Yeah, Shade Tree's going, yeah. He'll throw them in the new Snap-on wrenches, throw them in the scrapper. He don't like them at all.
Don't throw them in the scrap. If you don't want those wrenches, you can. I'll pay for the shipping. You can ship them to me. Yeah.
Well, it's like, okay, I know I've talked about it. Um, the Powercraft, all the Powercraft tools that I've got top, middle, and bottom box. I've got the sockets. I've got the wrenches. They were made for Montgomery Wards. Montgomery Wards, they didn't manufacture anything. They were a department store. They got with the manufacturers. They sold them. But like I said, they wound up going. I don't know who it was that they contacted. Who made Powercraft tools?
I don't know. I ain't never really heard of Powercraft.
Like I said, that was the brand. I mean, Sears had Craftsman, and Montgomery Wards had Powercraft. And I have no idea what JC Penney's had. Okay, Pat's saying that the Cobalt came off the Williams line.
Well, didn't Williams come off the Snap-on line?
I think maybe Snap-on came off the Williams line. I think Williams was the main company that was manufacturing them. So I mean, you have one company that was actually doing the actual manufacturing and then putting the names on them.
Uh-huh. Well, you got to think a lot of companies out there are rebranding tools and putting their names on.
Yep. Okay. Well, Pat's saying that Snap-on owns Williams. That's possible. I'm not, much on the history of Snap-on tools.
Because I do have a few Williams wrenches that are USA made.
Right.
Those are some of my larger wrenches.
Well, I wound up getting my hands on a Cobalt wrench. I think it's either 3/8 or 7/16, and I didn't realize it. I looked at it, and it's like it says USA on it. I'm going, okay, so I actually do have one Cobalt wrench that's USA that came from Williams.
Uh-huh. I know Midwest, James from Midwest Tour Review, he's got a bunch of USA made Cobalt stuff. He started collecting that stuff. Whenever he finds it, he picks it up. I need to go meet up with him.
All right. It says right here, it says Montgomery Ward used a number of different brands for its tools, including Riverside, Master Quality, Lakeside, Eclipse, and Powercraft.
I don't know. Growing up, it was always the USA made craftsman, the older craftsman stuff. That's what we always used. I mean, Craftsman's not a brand that was just started yesterday. They've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Since I was little.
All right. It's like, okay, Craft Tool was established in 1981, and they were the ones that were doing some of them.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to find out more information. But yeah, Craft Tool Company, and they're made in USA.
I used to have a book that was put together by somebody from the letters of Captain Walker, uh, Colt pistol.
Uh-huh.
What was the famous pistol? Walker?
Yeah.
Okay. But I was named after Captain Walker during the Indian Wars and stuff. I had a book on all the letters that was written from Walker to Sam Colt and all this. And Walker was bugging Sam Colt, just to send him a pair or a dozen for free. So he could show it to Congress, because he was big with Congress and all that. So the United States government could fund Sam, get the contract with Sam Colt. Well, Sam Colt wrote a few letters, quite a few letters back. And some of those letters, Sam Colt refused train cars of stock, steel stock, because it was inferior. It wasn't what they said it was. He would test before they unloaded the whole car, the car of steel stock to make the firearms. They would test the metal, just like what Pat Paulson saying. The metallurgy is different, but they come from the same factory plant.
Uh-huh.
Sam Colt turned down I don't know how many train cars of steel because it wasn't to his expectation. It
Yep.
wasn't what he wanted. They tried to pass off some cheap stuff to him, and guess what? He didn't fall for it.
Yeah. Well,
No,
I
he
mean,
wanted his firearms made with the best quality steel that they had.
right.
Right. And two steel, like what they didn't have 4140, back then, 2160, 2180. But they had something close to 2160 back then. It wasn't 4140 great, but
I mean, back then, back in the 1800s, I mean, you look at the way the guns were made back then, they were good
I'm
quality.
comparing the steel back then to what
Oh,
it had to be of certain quality to make
right,
certain parts. Just like and I'm trying to relate that story to what Pat Paulson started.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
The metallurgy,
right.
the metal. If you got one plant making tools, just say snap-on tools, with this high-dollar metal, okay, well then it's going to carry a price. And the same tool made with the cheaper metal goes to a cheaper tool brand.
Yep.
Well, the metal's cheaper, so yes, I'm going to snap or break or whatever.
Uh-huh.
That's just like, going out and buying jewelry. Okay, platinum, that's going to be high dollar because of the cost of the metal. Whereas getting like silver, now that ain't going to be much.
Yeah. Well, platinum used to be way more expensive than gold years ago. Now
Right.
gold is way more expensive than platinum.
Okay.
Because palladium came out, and
Right.
palladium is twice the price of gold. You know.
This rope chain I have around my neck was my dad's. I've had it for going on for at least 25 years. 20 to 25 years. And it's still going strong.
Yep.
What is it? With silver, gold, platinum?
It's 952 silver.
Oh, 925. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
Sterling.
Pat was saying, metallurgy, it depends upon the metal that's making it up. I mean, uh, like for race cars, a lot of guys they're going with that. Was it 4130 chromoly tubing? Okay, that chromoly tubing that's expensive because of the metal that they're using.
Some tough stuff.
It's some tough, yeah, it's some tough stuff, but that's why they're using it and everything. But now you've got other uh, types of tubing that guys are using. They can't afford that, chromoly. It does is good, but now I've seen guys actually go out there, and believe me, I've seen them. They go out there with exhaust tubing.
Uh-huh.
They, they'll build a roll cage out of exhaust pipe.
As long as you build a structural.
Yeah, but I mean, is it going to be as strong as say that chromoly? No.
No,
It
no.
might do the job as long as you don't get hit or anything like that. As long as you
Well,
don't
if
get
it's
hit,
built
it's
more structural, more struts, more dog leg braces, more this, more that, it can be just as effective. But then you got your weight factor. You
right.
know, why not go with chromoly in the first place? Because you're gonna, have all this extra weight.
Yep, and I agree.
Luke Duke Outdoors. Most all his front ends for his racing frames and all that he builds racing car frames and front ends and all that. Most all that's chrome moly.
Yep.
You know, I remember him telling me one time, man. He said I must have $350,000 in chrome moly over here, and it ain't a whole lot that I got.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's expensive.
I mean, and then you've also got drawn over mandrel, the tubeless, or the seamless uh, tubing. That's going to be
Uh-huh.
more money than chromoly. So that's the thing. I mean, depends upon how it's getting made, the wall thickness on it, how big around. Yep. All right, I'll be right back. I know I'm fixing to shut it down, but I'll be right back. I gotta go lean off the dock because I'm on my second bottle of this after doing some yard work.
Eesh.
Would like some Gatorade or some orange Kool-Aid. Me, I'm drinking strawberry watermelon Kool-Aid. I think that's what it is. Different thicknesses of exhaust pipe too. Yeah. Oh yeah. You got different thicknesses of every pipe and square tubing you're gonna find.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, man. Them pipe benders at them custom exhaust places, custom muffler shops. That's the bee's knees and the snits there. And them guys know how to use them and use them fast. So they got cars parked outside needing new exhaust systems, especially when dual exhaust. Man, when the fad was on, like in the late 70s. I'll say 77 to, like 89, 90. Everybody wanted dual exhaust on their trucks. Some people even put them on their cars with glass pack.
Yes, Renegade, I did some yard work with that. I actually got out there and was doing some mowing.
Gatorade and Tropical Punch drink mix.
Yep. Yeah, I actually went through. Damn, those batteries aren't even done yet, and I put them on to charge before I started the stream. And that's been almost 2 hours. Actually, they've been on the charger now for over 2 hours, and they're not even charged.
Wood batteries.
The Cobalt.
Bam.
I mean,
Wow.
they are a 5 amp hour battery, but they are also on a slow charger.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good way to charge them then.
Yeah.
Take care of your batteries like that.
I mean, I'm using it more and everything. I mean, considering the fact that I got 4 batteries sitting in there right now in the cabinet that aren't even being used. They're fully charged. And I actually had Crystal bring me 2 more batteries when I was out there because, like, yeah, I knew those 2 were fixing to be dying. As far as I was, as much as I'd done, um, palladium, that is a very, very expensive metal.
Yeah.
Like Cajun was saying, it's like double the price of gold.
Not
Gold,
quite. I was being a little facetious when I said that. But
but yeah,
it's way more than gold. If gold's 2,000, palladium to like 35, or 32 or something like that.
yeah, and that's
Usually,
like
usually platinum used to be like that. Now I've got these little things here. You're talking about charging. See those?
yeah.
That's 5 of them on that little strip. You can just pop them apart. And
What
then
are they?
these chargers for like the 18650, there's a battery box for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some small boxes and then take the LEDs off of here. Each one of these have a blue and a red and a nice ice blue LED. When you plug them in, what?
Hey, Colin.
I don't know if you better see it or not. Let's see. Maybe.
Well, you got 2 minutes.
Yeah. See that?
Yep.
Anyway, install these, put them in a small box. One of them come out with the leads for this. Kind of configure it some kind of way where I could sell these chargers, for, 9 or 10 bucks, $12 with the battery box. All you got to do is plug it in, put your battery in. That's it.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's like I said, I got both those going. But here's the thing: if those were 4 amp hour batteries, they probably would have already been charged up by now. But I mean, yeah, I mean a 5 amp hour, it's going to take longer to charge up. And hell, if I had 6 amp hour batteries, they'd be taking probably another hour. And just think what it'd be like if I had a 12 amp hour battery.
Uh-huh.
It'd be like put them on right now, and in the morning it'd be charged up. But they'd last a long time. I have been looking at getting some 8 amp hour batteries. But all right, well it's fixing to be 9 o'clock. So Radio, we're going to start with you.
All right, everybody in chat, y'all stay safe. Have a great rest of your week and even better weekend. Later, Cajun. Good to see y'all again. But like I always say, y'all keep those wheels spinning, your beavers grinning. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.
All right.
Hey, but like Raisin already said it. Y'all be safe out there. So, as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. It was good to see everybody again. Catch y'all later. Blue top.
All right. Well, I appreciate having Raging and Cajun up here. And of course, Raging, make sure you keep the rubber side down and in between the ditches.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. And of course, appreciate everybody that's coming in here in the chat and everything. Like I said, I'll be working on trying to get someone, different once a month up on for a special panel and everything. So I'll be working on that. So everybody, y'all stay safe. God bless and good night.